So today, joining me in my video challenge, I have my amazing soul sister, business partner, and so many other things, Crystal. And yes, she's decided to join me for the video. So I wanted to bring her today because she and I have been spending a lot of time the past few months in creation mode. We've been building a lot of things and just sharing a lot, both personally, creatively, professionally. And yeah, I just thought it would be cool to talk about some of our journey in those areas.
Yeah.
Particularly in the area of letting things flow. So, you know, like both of us have experienced this phenomenon of like wanting things to flow really well in our life and just kind of wanting to step into this space where things are coming to us effortlessly, you know, business-wise, personally, financially, and yet there's been a lot of, for me at least, a lot of stagnation. What are your thoughts on all of this?
Yeah. I feel like in those moments when I really want the flow to happen, it feels like that's when it just isn't happening because I'm trying to make it happen. And so then it's like this cycle where you want it to happen, but it's not happening, and it's not happening because you want it to happen.
Yes.
And then there's the other side of that, where the flow is happening. And usually the flow just kind of happens. It just comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh wow, suddenly things are going pretty fucking good. I don't know if you want me swearing on these videos.
This is real TV. Real talk TV.
And then the flow just kind of happens, and then sometimes just the way as it comes, it just also kind of goes as well. It just flows in and flows out. So it's like, what do we do in those moments where we don't feel the flow?
Yeah,
that's a good question to kind of to attack.
I know we're both still exploring that, and also like just feeling, I don't know, I think that feeling, there's some noise happening, wonderful. I think that flow, literally, that's such a good sign. There's water coming from something there. So I think that like one big thing is noticing the positive and noticing what is working. When our attention is on something, it tends to magnify that, and feeling gratitude. So for example, like for some context, if we're putting together an event or a workshop or a retreat and we're focusing so much on like the people that aren't coming, like all the empty spaces that we want to fill, that's just going to amplify that. But because Crystal and I are putting together these workshops and retreats, this is a real thing. But if we're focusing on the people who are there and focusing on the energy in those spaces and focusing on the people that are going to fill those spaces and this incredible experience we're going to create, then it makes the space for those things to just come to us. And this can apply to like whatever you're working on in your life, in your creative life. Like focus on where things are working and maybe just spend more time there than trying to struggle what's not working.
Yeah, that's been like one of the most powerful practices that I have put into play in my life lately. And I actually am in a place right now where I feel the flow. And one of the things I do every single morning is I have a gratitude journal. So in my journal, every single day I write 3 things that I'm thankful for, and one of them is always about myself. And so I feel like ever since doing that, those things are flowing, and we've even had that experience, you know, in some of the events we're hosting. Like when one person signs up, we get so excited about it, and we're so grateful for it, and then the energy's there, and like we're now aligned to like receive more of those good things because we're thankful for them and we're grateful for them. So now it's like, okay, now we're like resonating in that area, and we can attract things that are equally resonating. So law of attraction.
Yes, it is. Like the law of attraction, I know a lot of people think it's so woo-woo, and even I thought that at first when I heard about like The Secret and everyone talking about this, but it's really, what I think is cool is more people that are like, their writings and their teachings are based in science, they're coming forward and saying, you know, there is a universal energy that we're all working with. It's kind of like the clay that we're all molded from and that we're molding all of our life's work from. And it's all vibration.
Yeah.
And there's no really denying that. And the more that we are conscious of that and work with it, the more it's apparent that like where your attention goes, your energy flows and results come back to you.
Yeah.
Like,
And so like for me, I feel like the biggest takeaway of this video is like to go where the energy flows. So if something is flowing in your life, sometimes I'm guilty of this myself. Like something's really flowing, and I'm like, oh, but I want to do this other thing. Like, oh, I have people signing up for this retreat, but I think I want to write an ebook. But it's like, this is happening right now. So like go with that energy flows, and that is the flow instead of like going to another river.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh,
what
wait.
about you?
That's a good one too. The one, like picking one thing and not scattering your energy.
Yeah.
Because even if it is positive, if it's scattered, it's not going to be effective, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some insights.
Woo.
Incredible.
So what's your last thing you want to say about flow? If
Last
you could
thing-
just like sum it up in one takeaway.
Well, I have a tattoo on my foot that's supposed to say flow, but it looks like flower. So that's the last thing I'm going to say about flow. It was like a typo. So I like flow. No, the seriously last thing I want to say is just letting go, like stepping back and focusing on, like really focusing on feeling good and positivity, even if it's not in the context of that project. Usually good things will come in when I start focusing on what's good.
Yeah.
Even if it's in a totally different area. And just like trusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust and surrender.
Yes.
Yes. Take me, flow.
Yes. Take us. So yeah, cool, awesome.
Thanks for listening to us.
Yes, thanks for listening. We're excited. We're and we're
Speaking of
so
flow.
if you're like interested in hearing more about our crazy ideas on all this stuff and creative flow, we're actually hosting a retreat on November 17th, so we're really pumped about that. So
You sounded so unexcited.
guys
We're
have-
hosting
No,
a
we
freaking
are.
amazing retreat
I know, I
in
don't
like
want
a
this to be-
week and a half. I know. It's a shameless plug.
we're both
but-
but we do want to mention it because we're really excited about it and we're in the
Yeah.
flow of creating it right now, co-creating it, and it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be
November 17th,
on a houseboat.
20th.
Yes,
A
yes.
floating houseboat surrounded by mountains.
It's going to be incredible, and we already have an amazing group of people. So,
Message
anyways,
us if you're interested. We love you.
all right, this is day 5. This has been day ha, so we can go ha ha ha. Those of you not in Thailand, ha is 5 in Thai, so it's a funny thing to go like 5 5 5 5 5 because it's ha ha ha. So, mwah, this has been ridiculous and also very normal for us.
We love
So,
you.
mwah.